What up, what up, what up, what up? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of The Spin, man. It's been a great day. Everybody, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had fun with their families and all that stuff like that, man. And also, just to let y'all know, I am on Twitter, Facebook, Parlor, MeWe, and Gab, which I'll be putting this up on them. What's up, Kelly? What's going down? How's everybody doing? Wow, man. The news itself is really, really, really buzzing, man. And here's something that's really funny, man, right? That I'm actually really seeing the one sideness of the legacy media, man, especially dealing with this phone call for Trump, right? When he sat there and he called up Georgia, dealing with the votes and all the inconsistencies of the of the vote of the votes, you know what I'm saying, from the past election. People say, "Oh yeah, Trump lost and all that stuff like that," which that's all cool and stuff like that. I ain't mad. I ain't triggered. I ain't none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I go, we'll just see where the truth comes out. I said, "How you doing, Kelly? How everybody doing?" But anyways, I was checking out. I was checking out CNN earlier because I watched I watched the video. I watched some of the video, some of the audio from the situation. And from what I've seen on this situation is that CNN only showed like one side of it, and that was kind of crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? That it was like 33 minutes, and none of the audio that was put up, right? None of the audio that was put up was on. Not all the audio was on. It was like 33 minutes. I sat there and listened to the whole thing. So the audio that I heard, it was a very long call, but at the same time, it just let Trump sit there and talk. And I was going to sit there and go through it, but no, it was like 33 minutes worth of footage. I says, nah, man. And it's funny how the press sits there and tries to create their own narrative. Like people are sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, he's going to get it. Yeah, this is impeachment of this is an impeachment offense and all that stuff like that." So, anyways, I looked on ABL and stuff like that, and he had some audio that I didn't hear, and it was pretty much revealing. So, what I want to do is I want to sit here, like, put yourself in his spot before I even do that. Put yourself in his spot when you know that you know something's wrong with there's some numbers and inconsistencies with the votes, as in people from out of state voting that's not even that's resident there. Also, the tapes in Atlanta dealing with all them being leave because a water main break will wind up being a toilet. But also when they left them all out at 8:30, then after everybody left, about an hour and a half later, give or take, then they start counting votes on the DL while everybody else wasn't there. But they said that that there is no proof. And for me personally, I think that's some fuckery right there on the real deal. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it real as I can and all that stuff like that. But anyways, I want to sit there and show you this audio, and this is what was said. So I want you to put and Trump actually made some pretty much valid questions on this, you know, and thanks to ABL for getting this audio and getting a clip of it, which is not shown on the MSN, especially on CNN, from which I watched before, and I listened to 33 minutes and nothing of this that was on their video, as well as CBN, CNBC, which they didn't show no video or audio, and all the mainstream not showing audio. Only one that did was CNN, and they only did like part of the conversation, and it was a 33 minutes of it. But here was a very key snippet of the conversation, which basically which I think justifies what he was talking about. And this is, I think this was the Attorney General. I think it was the Attorney General of um, of Georgia, and everybody knows that he's doing a rally there in Georgia today before the election tomorrow. And I want y'all to sit there and listen to this and see for yourselves and what you think. I'd love to have your input and all that stuff, and might have a discussion about it. Well, here we go. I'm going to put it up right now. Make sure this is the right one. No. This ain't the right one. Hold on. just looking real quick. Okay, let me get this back again. 1 second, 1 second. I'm gonna have to. But it's kind of funny on how the MSN put a narrative on it. All right, here we go. All right, got it all queued up. And listen to this for yourself, man. Make this bigger. Hold on. Okay. Here is it right here. I'm putting up the conversation. All right. This is what wasn't on the news.
And there's nothing wrong with saying.
Let's say a shout out to ABL.
Let's go ahead and roll it.
We have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, having a correct, the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have, not even close. You're up by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can, both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. For instance, I'm hearing Ryan, and he's probably, I'm sure, a great lawyer and everything, but he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure, because the answer is they all went to Biden. And that alone wins us the election by a lot. So.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. This is a faulty election result. And honestly, this should go very fast. You should meet tomorrow because you have a big election coming up. And because of what you've done to the president, you know, the people of Georgia know that this was a scam. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And a lot of Republicans are going to vote negative because they hate what you did to the president.
All right. So you
Sorry about that. The whole media, right? They were sitting there putting out a whole different narrative, like having Trump doing all the talking and not listening to the other people, to Germany, or what's his name, Ryan Germany or something like that, the DHE, and talking about the lawyers and all that stuff. But none of that is on the mainstream news. None of it. What you just heard here is the other side of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? The reason being I know that because I sat through 33 minutes of just Trump talking and some lady sit there talking. And then I guess this was probably either it was cut in or this was later on inside the conversation as he was going. But the news is sitting there saying, well, that's impeachable. He's sitting there, he's threatening, he's doing very illegal when he was just asking a few questions. Now put yourself inside his spot. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all know that there was some fuckery going wrong in his election. Everybody knows that, right? So wouldn't you in your right mind would sit there and ask questions on what's going on? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't accusing, he was just saying. You know what I'm saying? He was saying what he believed and he had an opinion, not saying it's fact. But the real thing that sat there and got me about it was that he was very hesitant on his blame answers. I sat there and I listened to it probably about 3 or 4 times, you know, and they're hiding something. I mean, they are. You know what I'm saying? Where's the blame? Dominion machines. Even if are the Dominion machines, the parts in it, well, the Dominion machines are there. Well, what about the parts in it? And he was hesitant about that. And he was hesitant when he was saying no. You know, and it sounds that he's very nervous, let alone is Trump will just asking regular logical questions, just like how people play with you in regular life. You ask logical questions and they try to pivot over to pivot to another subject or pivot off the question just to pivot off the question and at the same time give you an answer. You know what I'm saying? They do it all the time. And I mean, it's like, what do y'all think, man? You know what I'm saying? What would you do if you were inside this position? And some of y'all, it means all out of straight hate. Some of y'all are not. I mean, some of y'all are just plain out ignorant. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I did come to a conclusion that, you know what, man, you can't sit there and persuade somebody who's already locked into an ideology. And then that's the truth. The only thing I'm doing right here is just put you the truth, putting stuff out there that the mainstream media ain't putting out there, not giving the other side of the conversation, making Trump's a victim. Not that I'm not that I'm putting Trump on a pedestal or anything like that, man. Because number one is right, wrong is wrong, real is real, game is game. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? That if you're going to do one side of the story, you got to say the other side of the story. And the press did not put this inside there. And I thought that shit was very shady for the mainstream. If you want to sit there and look at it for yourself, see if this conversation is on the mainstream media. You're saying then what happened. Or if they probably put it in later on after everybody's sitting there sharing this and showing it and stuff like that, then definitely they're going to sit there and put their own spin on it. If they sit there and put this on, put these clips, right, on the mainstream media, they're putting their own spin on it, point blank. You know what I'm saying? They're cutting words. You sit there and you have this, you have the truth, you see Trump's perspective, you see the questions and all that stuff like that, you know, and that's it. That's it. Now it's like really with the voting tomorrow, and also dealing with the big thing that's happening in DC. You know, I mean, everybody be careful and all that stuff like that, and let the truth be out, because everybody's card is going to be put. The Trump card is going to be pulled. We're going to see the true colors of these rhinos and of these Democrats. Now, says I ain't sitting there putting every common. I ain't putting every common Democrat up there and saying that they're crazy. But I'm telling you what, the establishment Democrats, you know, the ones that are inside the House and all that stuff that's going along with this charade. You know, I'm like, nah, man, nah. These cats don't give a damn about you. Same thing with Republicans. They don't give a damn about you either, man. This is, we all got to come together. This is beyond black, white, yellow, blue, green, Democrat, Republican. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down with none of these parties. I'm just as an independent. Basically, if you want to peg me as a fundamental constitutionalist, and they're sitting there just trying to take our rights away from us, man, on the four wheel. Take our rights away from us, and we just sit there and we just let them. You know. So, anyways, I'm gonna sit there and get back on. I'll put a link on and sit like this, have a little discussion, because I said I wasn't really gonna. I didn't feel like going on all like that today. Here's a link. If y'all have something to say, feel free. Here you go. Give y'all a few minutes. You know, and a matter of fact, man, you know what I'm saying? While y'all sitting there think about, I saw this video, man, Tom McDonald, right? And I've been listening to a lot of his music, man. You know what I'm saying? So while y'all sitting there relaxing, I'm gonna give Tom McDonald a little props here. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, I'm sure is going to be on the charts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this jam is dope. One of the dopest hip hop jams I've heard in a very long time. You know, and I'm glad these young hip hop artists, man, doesn't matter what color you are or anything like that, man. But for me right now, man, it's all about the message. So I want you to get hit up Tom Arnold, man. I go, he's a patriot in his own right. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy his music. All right, I'll put the clips back on. I'll put the clips back on, Kelly. All right, before you can see it again. That's no problem. All right, just in case y'all come in, but meanwhile, let's sit there and sit back. Check out this video, Tom Arnold. Tom McDonald. This cat is dope. Patriot, man, love it. I'll make sure I got the sound on this bad boy. Hold on, because I can't hear nothing. All right, no, it's off. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, I messed up. Hold on 1 second. I messed up. Actually, Voodoo got me hip to it, but I actually sat back and I watched the whole video. I've seen a lot of people doing reaction videos and all that stuff like that, and this is just straight out dope, man. I mean, this is one of the dopest hip hop videos I've seen, lyrically and all that stuff like that. So here we go. Let's peep this bad boy, just in case you never seen it.
Hip hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. Facts. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. Facts. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa, the things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs, like you need a fast car. You need designer clothes. You need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt, and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites. Put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us. It's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws to govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke, and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems. They're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos. Economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
I mean, definitely, y'all. I mean, peep this dude out. Peep this dude out. I mean, I listened to a lot of it. I mean, I spent listening to like all of his music, and it's all dope, man. I mean, very, very talented guy. Very talented guy, man. So I'm telling you what, man. You know what I'm saying? Support this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the best of him. Bryson, I forgot his other name. He's really good too, and you know we got to change the face of hip hop, man. Oh yeah, I mean, but this right here is dope, though. I think it's dope. I mean, I like the beat, I like the production and all that, just because I came from the independent music world. So this is one of the best I've seen right here. So man, props to Tom McDonald. But anyways. For Kelly, you know, she didn't see the video of the of what I was talking about, what the subject was. So let alone this is a call, and the mainstream media did not even put this cut of the call on the news. I was watching it. I spent 33 minutes watching like the complete bullshit. But anyways, this is what happened. Maybe it was later in the call, maybe it was in the middle of the call, but you know how the media sits there and cuts shit up, right? So listen to it for yourself, and let's get it. Make sure I have it on there right. Hold on. Making sure the sound's on, because I wish they would have do this like automatically and stuff, man. Because you do this and you don't remember instead of doing it. But take two of the call between Trump and the Georgia AG and all that, and let's go for there. And then after that, we'll have a little discussion about it. Bryson Gray. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to feature one of his videos too in my next show. There we go. All right, I'm good to go now.
We have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, having the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, I know you don't. No, you don't. You don't have. You don't have.
that,
Not
you
even
that
close.
Smucker?
You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can. Both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. For instance, I'm hearing Ryan, and he's probably, I'm sure, a great lawyer and everything, but he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure, because the answer is they all went to Biden. And that alone wins us the election by a lot. So.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. This is a faulty election result. And honestly, this should go very fast. You should meet tomorrow, because you have a big election coming up. And because of what you've done to the president, the people of Georgia know that this was a scam. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And a lot of Republicans are going to vote negative because they hate what you did to the president.
All right. So you saw that, you heard that.
Now, when they're sitting there doing it, man, right? Okay, they have over what was it, 70,000 votes or perhaps more now. You know what I'm saying? I know 700,000. I think that was already mailed in. All right, which that's crazy. I'm like, okay, knowing dang well, all right, that people in general, right? If they voted by mail the first time, what makes you think they're going to vote by mail this time? All right, and they got like over, I think it was like 70 or 700,000. I'm not sure, but I know there were 7 inside of it, and that's a lot of votes. That's a lot of votes to be mailed in. So damn well that all that's going to go to the Democrats off the rip. I'm just going to call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they started all these mail-in votes, because why would people with any common sense mail in their vote after what happened with this election? You You know what I'm saying? Think about that. But they have all these votes already there. You know, so I mean, so right there's a red flag just on just off the top. You know, just off the top of the whole thing. Or what about the people who sat there, even when it comes to the lawful Democrats and stuff like that? I mean, are they gonna vote? You think they would vote that knows that something happened? You think they're gonna vote for them by mail? But let alone they have all these. I mean, I must call it from before this even starts. You know what I'm saying? I think there's too many votes being mailed in right now. What's going to happen tomorrow? Are they going to shut down the polls again tomorrow because Trump wins, or there's going to be all of a sudden some mail-in votes coming in again? Yo, what's up? How you doing, brother? Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
All right. You got two of these things on here.
The first one, drop it out. That's the glitch.
Oh, all right. But
Dude, I swear to God, man, my internet's been great. I get on a chat. I mean, on a panel, and
right. But I mean, this is what we're looking at. I mean, it just, if this happened the first time, all right, with these mail-in ballots, would you, in your right mind, mail in your ballot again for the same shit that happened, and they got all these votes already in Georgia? I mean, this is fucked up before it even starts. What do you think?
yeah. But there's a hell of a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
So even though let me read something, because I sent my brother a text, so I want you to. It's just me like overviewing a few things.
Right.
There are other details to some of these things, but just to get a play for the era that we're in right now. So Linwood is shouting from the Twitter top. This includes Isaac Cappy warned he had a dead man who suicided. So what's in that box? Okay.
Wait, say again, because you broke up.
I said Linwood is shouting from the Twitter top.
Right.
Okay. All the tweets. I have an entire page of his tweets. Here, hold on.
Pulling it up right now. All right.
See, so there's three columns.
Right.
So Linwood, this is in the last 2 hours. So I believe it was earlier today, if not yesterday. As background to tweet I am about to post, you should read this article carefully. I ask that you read each of my tweets carefully and decide if the information conveyed demands that patriots rise up so that every lie will be revealed. Now, the memo that he's sharing right here, okay, that memo is, hold on. Let me get to it. I don't have these things in order. Oh, hell, where is it? You know what? I think I closed out that window. But just look up Timothy Charles Holmseth, Holmseth. You haven't heard his name? There you go. Look him up. He was investigating something. I believe, like during the Obama Obama years. I mean, not the Obama investigation. During Obama's presidency, he was investigating, and he had sent this memo to the Attorney General at that time, and nothing happened. He sent it to Attorney General Jeff Sessions as well, and it's ultimately about Vice President Pence and Florida Attorney General. What the hell's her name? I can't remember her name right now. You'll have to look it up, guys. And it's all about how how they've compromised people because it goes into this investigation that he was doing, which linked up to Pence and that attorney general. That attorney general had been trying to shut him down, and he was revealing stuff on the child abductions and murders and pedophilia and compromising, so using blackmail. And so within this big page, he's telling you, remember, he's been revealing Justice Roberts and the other justice, and he was calling them out because
he's responsible for all 11 FISA court judges who allow legal spying on Trump. I'm just looking on it right now. This is a new, with matter of fact, here, let me wow. Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. Hold on, I'm just going to bring you back real quick.
What up, Kelly?
There we go. Right here. Lynn Wood, interesting. Chief Justice Roberts is responsible for all 11 FISA court judges who allowed illegal spying on Trump. Really? 2 hours. I'm receiving information today. They're raising questions of the credibility of Tim Holmesworth. I do not know Holmesworth. I received a link. Is this the article you were talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Memo warns Attorney Jeff Sessions and Vice President Pence of Florida Attorney General.
Click on that, yeah.
All right. Maybe I'm going to see if it's all on there. All right, I gotta get off that real quick. Hold on.
Okay, so on that big Twitter joint that I was sharing, you have him talking about the blackmail. So he says the blackmail targets are approached with a gun, a child, and a camera. The target is ordered to rape the child on video. The target is then ordered to shoot the child on video. The target is then owned and controlled by the blackmailers until blackmail evidence loses its value. And he continues on with another. After Cappy received the hacked files from members of Lizard Squad, which was a hacking troop, he gave files to one friend and the encryption key to another friend. He provided this information to his friends shortly before he was murdered on May 13th, 2019. Members of Lizard Squad were jailed for hacking. Cappy tried to deliver info to President, but was then murdered. I do not know who Cappy gave it to for delivery to the president. He says, I have concerns that information from Cappy was not delivered to President, and his effort to get it to President may have caused his death. I am aware that my life is now at great risk, but I put my faith in God. I prayed before I made this decision. I had to reveal truth. So the thing to know about Lynn Wood is that Lynn Wood is an attorney, but he's a liable attorney. He fights. Basically, he works in the realm of, if you talk shit about somebody in public to defame them, to cause them injury, that they can sue you for defamation of character, right?
Right.
For hold you liable. Well, he's a liable attorney, so he knows what it is that he's doing. If he has no proof whatsoever, if he's just playing poker, he's putting himself in a real bad position. I mean, make no mistake about it.
Right.
And if he's still in a bad position if he's telling the truth, but you got to use your sense. If he's a liable attorney and he's putting out all this arguably liable information and asserting these things as truth, he better have something to back it up. Well, you think maybe he has something to back it up?
Let's take a look. All right. Memo warns Attorney General Jeff Sessions, VP Pence in Florida Vice President Prince and Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi after Minnesota court rules on international child trafficking evidence. Pedalgate, Pizzagate, Casey Anthony, Charlie Chris, CIA CIA traffic, child trafficking, Eric Holder, fake adoptions, FBI, Florida, Gloria Admiral, Harley Cummings, James Comey, Jeff Sessions, Jeffrey Epstein, Jeff Sessions down with it too. Judge Tamara Long, memo, Mike Pence, Minnesota court. So even Pence probably.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Now read.
By Timothy, the following letter was placed in the U.S. mail today. Timothy Charles Goldsmith. Okay, the address, yada yada yada. Jeff Sessions. Okay, December 20th, 2017. Jeff Sessions, U.S. Attorney General, U.S. Department of Justice, 950 Pennsylvania. Attorney Jeff Sessions, I am contacting you regarding information that pertains to matters of national security and public safety, and through this nature, it may reveal a threat to President Donald Trump.
Hey, Jay, blow up the page so that it fills the screen, so everybody can read it along with you.
Hold on 1 second. Now I got it. Hold on. All right.
And close that cookies thing.
All right. This information should be emerged your laws of President Trump's executive order filed under national security defense February 9th. Okay, this is when he did that. When he did that in 2017, I remember that. Presidential executive order on enforcing federal law with respect to transitional criminal organizations and preventing international trafficking. The information I possess and present herein is regards, but not limited to, Vice President Michael Pence and Florida Attorney Pam Bondi. I know who she is.
Attorney General.
Yeah, Attorney General. I began assisting the FBI in the summer of 2009, which information obtained as a journalist regarding child kidnapping that occurred in Florida. Records of secret emails that were hidden by corrupt police in Minnesota, but later surfaced show the FBI was using information in July 2019. I was formally interviewed by Special Agent A.G. Ellerman, Minneapolis FBI, in February 2010. I relayed the information regarding the kidnapping of Harley Cummings 5, which was reported missing from her Florida home on February 10th, 2009. Oh, man. Yo, take over real quick. That's my mother. All right.
I'll go over that one again. I relayed information to the FBI regarding the kidnapping of Haley Ann Marie Cummings, 5, who was reported missing from her Florida home on February 10th, 2009. I also possessed information regarding the murder of Kaylee Marie Anthony, Casey Anthony trial, which was directly related to the Cummings case. Following my FBI interviews in 2010, I continued to be contacted and receive documents from key figures in the aforementioned cases. The key figures were connected via email statements and other evidence to former Fort Lauderdale attorney Scott W. Rothstein, who pled guilty to federal crimes after a RICO investigation revealed he ran the largest Ponzi scheme in the history of the state of Florida. The Ponzi scheme involved convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, of course, facilitated flights for elites to his notorious pedophile island. The information I obtained also involved former Florida Governor Charlie Crist and a biofuel scheme regarding alternative biofuel technologies he was running with attorney Scott Rothstein, Fort Lauderdale attorney, blah, 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 that's blanked out, and her convicted felon husband, Michael, whatever, and investors. Got to scroll up.
I just got off. Hold on 1 second.
This is really long, though, just so you know. It's fairly long.
All right.
Come down. Your Your tile is in the way, is what I'm trying to say. So the information we read that. During recorded interviews, Wayne Kruger, the protege and professional associate of attorney Gloria Allred, provided me very specific details of an international baby sale and child sex trafficking operation that was being operated by blank and Michael blank with the assistance of John Regan, a fake pastor that identified himself as FBI and CIA. The child trafficking operation involved Florida Department of Children and Families and moved children in and out of the United States through U.S. embassies using fake church dossiers and medical records. Beginning in 2009 and throughout the years following,
it's 12 o'clock.
I reported information regarding evidence of transnational criminal child sex trafficking to the Office of U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder, as well as the FBI under Robert S. Mueller III and James B. Comey. Eric Holder, James Comey, and Robert Mueller took absolutely no action regarding the information I provided. Rather, the targeting of me and my family that began as soon as I assisted the FBI in 2009 intensified to the degree of fraudulently obtained domestic violence court orders being placed against me on behalf of Florida Attorney blank, who I never personally met, only interviewed, and my publication through a Florida court to retroactively force remove content and evidence I obtained and published about child sex trafficking. I have received threats of death, mutilation, sex assault, nonstop stalking and harassment, and threats to kidnap my grandchild. Secret emails reveal the trafficking operation was receiving assistance from CNN journalist Art Harris, who was conspiring through backdoor communications with law enforcement and operatives in multiple states. On December 13th,
2017.
2017, yeah, I guess he got dyslexic there.
Yeah.
Minnesota Assistant Chief Judge Tamara Yan, 9th Minnesota District, granted my motion to vacate, which I filed on July 24th, 2017 under court file number blah, 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 after presenting the court with new evidence that was not available at the time of trial. The timeline of events that led up to the 2017 ruling reveal a shadow government operation that targets your tile is blocking, man.
I don't got nothing on it.
No, you have the spin tile that's up on the top right corner. So when you slide it up there, I can't read. Okay, operation that targets witnesses and whoa. Where we at? Witnesses and whistleblowers through a variety of means, including corruption in the judicial community. After my book about the Haley Cummings kidnapping case was released in 2011, the Minnesota Family Court was improperly utilized to terrorize me and my children via false claims regarding my young son in what was essentially a best interest of the child extortion scheme intended to discredit me and coerce me into silence about information I obtained regarding child trafficking. Take it over, man.
In 2013, the Minnesota court accepted and relied on the testimony from a shadow government operative employed by the state of Minnesota, guardian ad litem Matthew Petrovich, who admitted that he was been communicating with blah blah blah, and the court ordered me not to say the name of blah 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 or Haley Cummings. In the presence of my child, I was then required to see my son under supervision for approximately a year, although no service provider, doctor, therapist, social worker, teacher, and any licensed professional ever documented a single concern about me, recording, or even mention of my son talking about Haley Cummings or blah, blah, blah. The basis of this supervision was essentially investigative journalism was upsetting somebody, i.e. child traffickers, and those persons who are not going going to stop pursuing me until I stopped covering the story. In 2017, I was able to expose the entire operation. I'll explain. My 218 motion to vacate or affidavit, which exhibits not only filed in until July 24, 2017, because the evidence I acquired as a journalist regarding the CIA, FBI, international child trafficking, child pornography, and fake adoptions have been effectively destroyed by the East Grand Forks Police Department in Minnesota Pine to a prairie gang and drug task force that violently raided my home office wearing bulletproof vests, whereupon they seized my computer and disabled the hard drive that contained the evidence. I eventually was able to resurrect the information regarding the CIA, FBI, trafficking, and the fake adoptions using backups. I located an old computer tower, which my parents gave me because the police broke mine, and then spent hours and hours searching for the critical evidence because the backups are not cataloged. The introduction of my July 24, 2017 motion reads, petitioner brings his motion to vacate because of new evidence that it was not available at the time of the trial shows adverse parties within the Minnesota law enforcement and a larger judicial community criminally and civilly conspired with the agents of a private corporation that received child support from the U.S. military and strategically create life-threatening conflict in life of parties of a minor child. Holzman conflict would be used to justify court actions against the plaintiff's constitutional rights for the illegal purpose of protecting a criminal enterprise of sex trafficking and child pornography. The 218 motion affidavit exhibits that I filed in 24/17 detail the organizational activities of a child trafficking apparatus that undefined itself to me as deep state. During the threatening voice change calls, I removed all of my websites from the web. The callers would unabashedly use the telephone numbers and profile government leaders and organizations, including but not limited to the Trump Organization, Mar-a-Lago Resorts, Doral Resorts, Clinton Global, Turner Enterprises, Republican National Committee, State of New Jersey, State of Florida, most recently the White House. In one of the many voice changer calls, I was also warned to never again publish the names Pam Bondi or Mark Rubio. What? I submitted to the Minnesota Irrefutable exhibits that demonstrated the Indiana corporation called Specialized Investigative Consultants, Inc., which actively conspiring with the shadow government operatives in Minnesota, Florida, and the U.S. Air Force that violate my constitutional rights for the purpose of protecting members of transitional trafficking operations. In the order dated December 13, 2017, Honorable Yan stated, Mr. Holzman has presented a significant amount of evidence regarding his investigation. Both parties and the court acknowledged and agreed that in order for this case, which may prohibit or restrict Mr. Holzman for conducting said investigations, are vacated. In the sheer magnitude of the nature and current evidence I possess regarding Specialized Investigative Consulting, Inc., so utterly profound and disturbing and almost shocks the conscience. It defies the reality that Governor Michael Pence could not have known what was occurring in his state of Indiana. I filed a formal complaint against Tina Church, President, Specialized Investigative Consultants Incorporated, to the state of Indiana no action was taken. She then continued the operations against my family. So Pence didn't know anything about this. Hello? Oh, he's still on the phone.
You're reading too quickly. You need to read it again. Read that line again. I filed a formal. You need to read that again. Or not that one. Yeah, go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. There.
Spanish, Florida.
Go down. Yeah. Hold on. Government of Minnesota and the Air Force. Okay, keep going down. Stop. Okay, now let me read it again for you. The sheer magnitude, and you got to slow down when you're reading, man, because you're missing words that are in there that
Yeah.
give you a direction of what he's
You know what?
talking.
You know what? As I said, I read like 600 words a minute, man. So
I dig, but you're reading to other people as well. So
I
you
know.
need to slow down.
learning. All right.
The sheer magnitude and nature of the incriminating evidence I possess regarding Specialized Investigative Consultants Inc. is so utterly profound and disturbing it almost shocks the conscience. It defies reality that former Indiana Governor Michael Pence could not have known what was occurring in his state of Indiana. I filed a formal complaint against Tina Church, president of Specialized Investigative Consultants, Inc., to the state of Indiana, and no action was taken. She then continued operations against my family. I also reported Tina Church to the East Grand Forks Police Department in Minnesota and Mishawaka Police Department in Indiana after she claimed she was impersonated by another person on a false police report she made to the police claiming I had Haley Cummings in my home. No action was taken by either state. The following are the only few facts. Okay, go scroll down a little bit again, or up, because yeah, there you go. Stop. Every time if you, the first line you need to allow for maybe about 3 lines of space from the top, or else that tile is going to block what's being, the words there. Anyway, Wayan Kruger suggested she had Tina Church on video with the family of missing child Haley Cummings shortly after the child vanished. Tina Church warned me that I have no idea who I am messing with. Tina Church is a documented associate of attorney blank who Wayan Kruger named as an international child trafficker for the CIA. Tina Church told me during a recorded call that her son is a lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force who can walk across the street to the U.S. Department of Justice and obtain records anytime he wants. Tina Church told me during a recorded call that she works for federal judges. Tina Church told a witness in the Haley Cummings kidnapping case that she was involved in the John Benet Ramsey case.
Ooh.
Tina Church told me during a recorded call that she was in undocumented communications with the police in Minnesota regarding me. She said the police were calling her off the record, to discuss me and my obsession with Haley Cummings, which was shadow government code speak regarding the fact I had uncovered their child trafficking and kiddie porn operation. Tina Church warned me during a recorded call that she could have my children taken away from me. Tina Church warned me during a recorded call that she telephoned and talked to Honorable Tamara Young about my court case, which she later admitted in another telephone call that she did not do. Tina Church warned me during a recorded call that she telephoned Polk County, Minnesota attorney Greg Widseth and East Grand Forks City attorney Ronald Goldstad. She said she warned Ronald Goldstad that if the city of East Grand Forks, Minnesota, did not involuntarily commit Timothy Holmsmith into a mental institution, that she would sue the city using her high-powered attorney from Chicago, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. So that's the one that's associated with Pence in the beginning of all this. All right. Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi was a member of President Trump's transition team. William E. Stobbs, Case Closed Incorporated, Florida, worked for attorney blank, and they were deeply involved in the case of the missing child Haley Cummings and slain toddler Kaylee Anthony. William Stobbs is the close friend, business partner, law client, and PI for attorney blank. So the attorney that was mentioned above. I submit audio recordings to the Minnesota court created during a formal meeting of blank's law offices. So I'm assuming that that's the attorney that he's not mentioning the name.
Right.
Which captures William Stobbs saying that they, and in parentheses blank, William Stobbs and their team, found the body of Kaylee Anthony which was not the story presented by the state of Florida at the Casey Anthony murder trial. I also submit explosive, outrageous audio that captured blank and William Stobbs in the very act of conducting a shadow government judicial child abduction operation of a kidnapping witness that was being extorted in advance of a false written statement against an innocent person. Woo! That was a lot of shit in one fucking paragraph. Holy shit. Let me read that again. I also submitted explosive, outrageous audio that captured blank and William Stobbs in the very act of conducting a shadow government judicial child abduction operation of a kidnapping witness that was being extorted in advance of a false written statement against an innocent person. William Stobbs told me he is an informant for Attorney General Pam Bondi and said he met with her to discuss blank and other matters that involved murder. I have submitted countless complaints and exhibits to Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi and Florida Department of Law Enforcement regarding all of the aforementioned crimes against children, and no action has ever been taken. I have set forth the facts regarding the CIA, FBI, baby sales, and child sex trafficking operation in statements made under oath to the United States District Court in both Florida and Minnesota. Our government is actively harvesting children and babies for sale to wealthy elites for the purpose of sex, torture, cannibalism, and ritual sacrifice.
Wow.
Conclusion. President Donald Trump would be well advised to proceed with an abundance of caution regarding any trust he might place in Michael Pence and or Pam Bondi. An abundance of evidence shows both and Pam Bondi are in willful and obnoxious defiance of President Trump's executive order on February 9th, 2017. Presidential executive order on enforcing federal law with respect to transnational criminal organizations and preventing international trafficking. Very respectfully yours, Timothy Charles Holmesmith.
No wonder they want to sue. The GOP wants to sue Pence if he doesn't do what he's told.
Okay, and remember, Pence is one of the many who got an envelope at the funeral.
Yeah, I remember. Wow.
We can't ever forget, as much as we want to place a type of faith in Pence, because he's a very stoic and quiet man, and he seems very Christian and all that. I don't know, man. Just, put that one on the shelf,
Yeah.
Interesting.
but that yawn person, right?
That's a judge. She's a judge. She's the one that cleared the things that were basically the things that were being placed on this Holmesmith guy that were preventing him from continuing on with his investigation.
But ain't she? But wasn't she? She was a judge. She's a judge that with the FISA courts too.
Probably.
I mean, that's what I got from it. Like her name's probably one of the retracted names inside the original paperwork, because there's a lot of names, because no one knows who the judges are that actually advocated the FISAs that Rothstein, Comey, and them put to them for the spy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to find out if that's the judge, if she's one.
I'm just guessing. No, it's retracted. The judges are not on the FISA reports, as well as Comey's name wasn't on there. Rothstein, Sally Yates's name wasn't on there. You know what I'm saying? None of them cast was on there. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
And so there. What else do I have here? Actually, you know what? I did have that. The one that we just finished reading, I actually had it. I had it scrolled all the way down to where I couldn't recognize what it was.
Oh.
Let's see. And here's another. Where the hell is it? Hold on. Okay. With StreamYard. You see that?
Hold on.
Okay. Now this is for immediate release, January 3rd, 2021. Massey Press. Joint statement concerning January 6th attempt to overturn the result of the election. Washington, D.C., Representatives Thomas Massey, Representative Republican of Kentucky, Kelly Armstrong, Republican North Dakota, Ken Buck, Republican Colorado, Michael Gallagher, Republican Wisconsin, Nancy Mace, Republican of South Carolina, Tom McClintock, Republican California, Chip Roy, Republican of Texas, released the following statement concerning the January 6th attempt to overturn the results of the election. We, like most Americans, are outraged at the significant abuses in our election system resulting from the reckless adoption of mail-in ballots and the lack of safeguards maintained to guarantee that only legitimate votes are cast and counted. It is shameful that between both chambers of the U.S. Congress, we have held precisely one hearing on election integrity since Election Day. Hold on. The people cannot trust a system that refuses to guarantee that only legal votes are cast to select its leaders. The elections held in at least 6 battleground states raise profound questions, and it is a legal, constitutional, and moral imperative that they be answered. But only the states have authority to appoint electors in accordance with state law. Congress has only a narrow role in the presidential election process. Its job is to count the electors submitted by the states, not to determine which electors the states should have sent. Can you scroll up?
You got it.
Can you? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Stoner mode. All right. The text of the United States Constitution and the 12th Amendment in particular is clear. With respect to presidential elections, there is no authority for Congress to make value judgments in the abstract regarding any state's election laws or the manner in which they have been implemented. Nor does Congress have discretion to disqualify electors based on its own findings that fraud occurred in the state's election. Congress has one job here: to count electoral votes that have in fact been cast by any state as designated by those authorized to do so under state law. As of this moment, not a single state has submitted multiple conflicting slates of electoral votes. In other words, every state has sent either A, Biden electors, or B, Trump electors. Of the 6 states as to which questions have been raised, 5 have legislatures that are controlled by Republicans, and they all have the power to send a new slate of electoral votes to Congress if they deem such action appropriate under state law. Unless that happens between now and January 6, 2021, Congress will have no authority to influence the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. So it's stating what is true, because it's the state legislatures that have to send these electoral or these electors to Washington. And that's where you had all these legislatures with Rudy Giuliani and all them listening to the proofs that were being given, the evidences that were being given, that were being put forth. And so within the idea that Pence is going to be able to over and this and that. We have some things that put Pence into question, and honestly, this is how it works. I mean, this particular letter is how the shit works. All right, doesn't mean that Pence can't do what people have been claiming that would end up happening as the president of the legislature. What is it? The House of Representatives. So I don't know. But definitely a lot of shit going on. So that's in that realm. That's in that realm with the Linwood and all that. But there's some other stuff that is important to pay attention to, such as Patriots are rallying on the 6th. Antifa was bussed in on 3 charter buses with police escort to a rally area. That's in D.C. And there's video on that. I already saw it. Heavy military aircraft movement around U.S. the last month. This includes Guantanamo. Pence being outed and rumored to have already been removed. Now, that was something that was taking place just a few days ago. Also, of course, he's one of the guys that received an envelope at that funeral.
Right.
Okay. Justice Roberts is compromised and now exposed. That's all the Lin Wood stuff. Assange is being freed.
I just heard earlier today that
posting bail.
He
has to post. Let me finish. He has to post the bail. That was the last word that I've got on the information. But the judge in the UK is basically allowing for his release. But some say that that may not affect a possible what's it called?
Extradition. They said no about the extradition, though. From what I've seen, I say about an hour ago, that the Brits won't extradite him, and the United States is posting an appeal. That was about 2 hours ago. I got that.
Hold on, I'm trying to find.
And when was that report? Well, when was that report that you got?
Hold on. What a pain in the ass. This thing sucks trying to share this.
I want to know who recorded that conversation with Trump.
The state attorney general, supposedly the attorney general of Georgia.
And they leaked it like that. Wow.
Yeah, he leaked it, and then the person he leaked it to released it. All right, so you ready?
Good.
You got that up?
Hold on. I was looking at articles myself.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, never mind.
You see, will not be extradited in the U.S. on spy charges.
Okay, so take that off.
All right.
Okay, hold on. You got it?
Hold on. I'm looking at other articles too.
Well, come on, man. Come on.
Well, shoot, I'm researching too. All right.
Yeah, but stop for a second. I've got something to put up. You got people in the chat.
Give me time. Give me time to go do it.
You got people in the chat. Neither one of us is like prepared with a proper fucking,
because
presentation.
stuff comes to mind. Like it's research. Hey, it's like this, man. We're the channel that's research for you.
So, anyway, Assange won't be extradited to U.S. on spying charges in shock decision at London's Old Bailey.
Yep.
Jubilant scenes have greeted Judge Vanessa Baraitser's decision not to extradite WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to the U.S. to face espionage charges at London's Old Bailey courthouse. Assange, 49, is charged with 18 counts of conspiring to hack U.S. government computers and the publication of confidential military records, including a video of 2007 Apache helicopter attack in Baghdad, in which a dozen people, including 2 Reuters journalists, were killed. In her ruling, Baraitser said that freedom of speech rights do not provide unfettered discretion by Mr. Assange to decide what he's going to publish. However, in a decision which shocked many, including Assange's own supporters and legal team, Baraitser found that extradition would be oppressive given Assange's mental health. While Baraitser said that she felt Assange would be afforded all legal and constitutional protections while on trial in the U.S., she felt that conditions in the U.S. prison system would exacerbate his already fragile mental health and potentially place his life at undue risk. Faced with conditions of near total isolation, I am satisfied that the procedures outlined by the U.S. authorities will not prevent Mr. Assange from finding a way to commit suicide, she said. According to Assange's legal team, he could face decades behind bars if found guilty of these charges, which also includes the release of secret U.S. diplomatic cables. The charges carry a theoretical maximum sentence of 175 years in prison, though prosecutors claim he would face no more than 63 months in jail. Handing down her judgment, Baraitser said the impact of Assange's extradition to the U.S. on his family, partner Stella Morris, and their 2 sons, Gabriel and Max, would be sadly nothing out of the ordinary. Throughout his trial, Assange defense team claimed the decision to extradite and prosecute their client was politically motivated during a unique period of U.S. history under the Trump administration. Baraitser found insufficient evidence that the charges were pressurized by the Trump administration. The judge said that the alleged offenses went beyond encouraging a journalist and instead constituted a conspiracy to crack security. She rejected the defense argument that the case should be governed by the extradition treaty, but instead deferred to the Extradition Act of 2003 as the presiding document on which her decision was based. The act removed the bar or extradition for political offenses. Baraitser's highlighted the fact that Assange maintained communications with Chelsea Manning for months and quoted him as telling her, "Curious eyes never run dry," when she told him she had no more classified information to give him. She subsequently downloaded hundreds of thousands of State Department cables, which Assange then published, according to the judge.
Yeah.
Judge Baraitser also cited numerous arguments added to the superseding indictment that was issued past the deadline by the U.S. prosecutors, to which the Assange defense team were not allowed to respond or question, while also repeating prosecution claims that the leaks had put lives at risk, claims which were disproven in a separate trial of Manning. Assange's lawyer, Edward Fitzgerald, said that U.S. prosecutors have indicated they will appeal the ruling. Fitzgerald said he would apply for bail for Assange on Wednesday, pending that appeal. The decision is expected to be appealed in London's High Court, with the possibility it may be taken as far as the UK's Supreme Court, delaying the legal saga which began with Assange's arrest outside the Ecuadorian London on April 11, 2019. Assange fled to the embassy in 2012 when Swedish prosecutors sought his extradition over alleged sex crimes. He would ultimately spend 7 years in exile at the embassy before being given up to the UK police. Throughout his trial, his family, legal team, and supporters have said Assange's detention at Belmarsh prison was tantamount to torture, citing his deteriorating physical and mental health, exacerbated by a COVID-19 outbreak at the high security facility in southeast London. So there's that article. Let me play this. Anything?
Yeah, I see it. It's hard though.
Uh-oh.
You're good.
Nobody there right now.
I'm here as an individual, as a whistleblower. And I called for free Julian Assange. And I will carry on calling for free Julian Assange!
They want Julian Assange quiet, man. They want him quiet big time. He's a big, because remember, man, the day he sat there and came out, man, 411. But I tell you what, though, man, 2021, man, is a year that the chicken comes home to roost, and that's on the real deal, man. The chicken comes home to roost in 2021. What are we going to do? And all thing I can say, man, is that I take everything at a grain of salt. This is what's being reported. You just sit there and do the research yourself, as well as us doing the research for you and seeing and stuff like that. But it comes right down is that y'all have to do it yourself, man. I mean, it's about to get real this year. I mean, the fate of our whole country, our freedoms, you know what I'm saying, is really at stake. You know what I'm saying? This year ain't going to be a walk in the park. 2020 was brutal. Hold on.
I didn't even know I was kicked off, man. I was scrolling through the video trying to find good hotspots. So I don't.
Yeah,
whatever.
That said, 2020 was brutal, but 2021 we ain't seen shit yet, dude. And what was today? The 5th, 4th. 2 more days. But man, that Penn steak, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean.
I don't know what to think anymore. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like what Trump said. We'll see what happens. And yes, facts that Pence got a. Matter of fact, let me try to find the Bush funeral. Hold on.
Did you play the recording?
Yeah, I did already twice. And the news only showed one side of the recording. You know what I'm saying? But I got the other side of it, and you heard how nervous homeboy was. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Let me go back to the Bush funeral. Bush funeral. Others in program. Others in the program. Because this oh, come on, man. Bush funeral. Okay.
Still there.
I'm trying to find the programs. Hold on, I'm sitting looking. I'm just looking for these. Here we go. All right. All right, until I find the other one. All right. Hold on. This is one right here. All right. Poor Jimmy Carter. He don't know what's going on. I mean, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. This is Joe Biden right here.
Can you blow that up? No.
There's one right there.
Dude, you've got no audio. You've got no audio. You've got.
Let me go back. Hold on. Put yours up real quick. Got a phone call. One moment.
Yeah, I can't put mine up because you got to do it. You got to
Right.
put it up.
Yeah, because I want to still. Oh, yeah, I want to still do some research real quick. All right. I'm trying to find the right video.
All right, full screen the video by itself on StreamYard.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got a lot of tabs up. There you go. You found it. This the envelopes.
Yeah.
All right. This right here was the President Bush funeral right here, and you'll see them put.
That's another one that needs to be lined up.
And also Pence got one. He found it before I did. Okay. See, Hillary Clinton, Pence, but also find the one when Bush got one too, when a casket was going by at that particular point in time. Now watch your look. Now watch the looks on their face, and then watch Jimmy Carter thinking that he probably had one too, but he didn't get one. And watch how Trump was all smooth about it. George Bush said "fuck."
What's funny is Junior acts really cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, Bush Jr. was like, no, he was like, "fuck."
There are those that say that he's the one that ratted
You think?
or whistle blew. Let's put it in a positive. He whistle blew. There are those that say that, yeah.
All this was in the coming, though, man. For all y'all that's watching, all this was in the coming. Pence, see, Pence had one. Go back real quick. Everybody had the same envelope. What did it say? What did those envelopes say? Everybody forgets that. Everybody forget this one thing. She looks at it and then puts it right down. And then there goes Biden. Same envelope. And you can see that all of them didn't even know they had them until weren't paying attention. Then, bam, Hillary saw it.
She walked up to him and said, "Hey, did you get the envelope?"
Here comes the Palmers.
Michelle got her man face on.
I mean, we're not sitting here doing no conspiracy theories on you. I mean, look how all this is playing out. Look what it's all has came down. This is no, not this. It's coming up. All right, and you'll see the bushes. They'd be like, fuck. Fast forward a little bit, you'll see the casket go by the family, and then then look at the face of the other bushes when it goes. Go.
Listen to what he's saying, because this is a video
Showing their daughter
specifically
get a
about
hash.
this.
Can't hear it. Here we go. This right here. Watch what happens. Look at the look. You watch the looks on their face when they see it. And look at the wife. The wife was like all surprised and shit. Fuck.
That agent right there is the one that actually gave them. They personally delivered that letter. That's why he's being pointed out. Leans over towards George Bush. Okay.
Look at the look.
And watch George. When he realizes his brother's freaking out, he looks down.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go back. See that? Watch.
Look at George Bush.
He couldn't even look at the casket.
Yeah.
He couldn't even look at the casket going by. And look at his brother's face.
Yeah.
Dumbfounded. Like, what?
What was it? What was in those letters, man?
And I swear to God, George Bush's wife, she's got to be on Laura tabs or something because she's just calm as a fucking bitch. She's like, oh, well, look at the letter. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You know,
she didn't know what was going on. It looked like she was surprised.
I don't know. It didn't seem like a huge surprise in my estimation. Because look, we'll go back to that whole sequence now. See the agent in the back?
Right.
So he supposedly leans in and says something to. See, he hands him the paper. Let me go back again. Look right here. George is holding the funeral pamphlet or booklet, whatever. But if you just saw that, watch the agent. You see a hand swings out. All right, see that?
Yeah. Look at her face. Look at her face. Watch. Look at.
And watch him look down. Watch George look down. He can't even look at the damn coffin.
Look at his. He puckered his lip up. Man. I mean, y'all gotta sit there, man, and really pay attention to what's going on, man. Well, what's happening? You know, this right here was a catalyst of all game on. Oh, is that what it said? They know everything. I'm sorry. Ah, that's what it said. Former President of the United States of America. They know everything. Man, I'm going to screenshot that. You know what I'm saying? George H.W. Bush. And that's the senior, right? Wow. So that's what it said. But see, at that point, they didn't know what everything was. So at that point in time, they didn't know. What's funny is though, man, from the Q post, we know everything. They know everything.
It lends itself to the narrative that George Bush Sr. was executed.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, you know, there's some shit that we might not ever know.
Right.
You know, I'm sure of it.
Right.
You're going to have scragglers that are not going to get apprehended, that may not be as important or even on the radar. So, you know, there are people involved with this that I'm sure that you know, are going to get away. But they need to break down this huge fuckery of it's satanic, man. It is.
Yeah.
I can't. I usually don't. I mean, I usually try not to go in that realm too much because it turns certain people off. But the fact of the matter is, man, it's darkness in all its inception. And yeah, extra special shit though. So if you were wondering what's in the letter, this supposedly is what was in that envelope, that letter, that envelope, whatever. This was the note that was in it. They know everything. I'm sorry.
Hey, what is it? That's signed by his dad?
Dude, do you see the signature?
Yeah, that's his
What does the
dad.
name say? What does the name say?
G. Bush or George. Yeah, George Bush.
George H.W. Bush.
Wow.
George Herbert Walker Bush.
Mm. That
I saw this months and months and months ago.
I
I saw this, but
I always wondered what did it say. So you think some of that's going to be found that's what's going to be found out tomorrow?
Dude, you know what, man? Get your popcorn ready, baby.
You know what I mean?
Get your popcorn and your pop gun. Get your popcorn and your pop gun ready.
Man, dude, shit's about to go. It's about to go down like Jay-Z, man. You know?
Now, we got like 5 people, I think, last I saw that were watching. So are you all still there? Because nobody's chatting.
Right.
So are you all actually listening, or anyone there?
Probably people's quiet because I did text.
Bueller, anyone?
Let me check my Twitter real quick and see how many people were looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna look at my Twitter. 3 notifications. Okay, I got now. Okay. Hold on. This is crazy.
But then there's this, a tweet from Lynn Wood.
When he died,
You got it up?
Hold on, let me get back over there. All right.
I'm telling you, man, you need a second screen, Jay.
I know, but also I can look at one thing at a time at the moment. I mean, I do got a second screen, but it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to yet.
So you're not able to slide files over into the other screen or Windows?
I can slide in the other screen and stuff.
That's what you do. That's what you do. The stuff that you want to present, keep it on one side. Keep your StreamYard on the other.
Yeah.
That way you're able to share and you're able to sift through it.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that coordination down.
So anyway,
I'm just starting to get my coordination, man.
Oh wait, you know what? Shit. Stop. That freaking audio. Damn it. Okay, there it is again.
One more time for the Gipper. It's almost 2 hours. I'm getting ready to cut out. That's plenty of time. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a second. God damn it.
Let me get a video.
All right, hold on, man. It went back to this fucking. Hold on. This gets difficult to manage sometimes. I'm just doing it off. I'm doing it off of my laptop, so I don't have huge amounts of ability to sift through things quickly, and I do it pretty quick considering. But it's just I always forget that damn audio share.
Yeah, same here, man. It's just, I mean, it's just such a bad thing, man. You know what
Share
I'm
the
saying?
screen. Okay,
when he died, a Secret Service agent
that's Lynn Wood.
a note to certain people at the funeral service.
Right.
I remember seeing the picture. Jimmy Carter was looking all around going, hey, I didn't get one. What about me? But I'll tell you who did get one. When it was shown to Jeb Bush, look at the video of the expression on his face.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you that Mike Pence's wife's got one too.
That's disturbing.
It should be.
What was in those notes? Do you know, Lynn, what was written in those notes? And did they all get the same information in those notes?
I don't know. I know that there are a lot of things on the internet about it. You don't know what's information and what's disinformation, so you have to be very careful. For example, there's been a picture of allegedly John Roberts in a swimming pool with Bill Clinton at Epstein's Island. I don't believe that's John Roberts. There's also been a picture of John Roberts and Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't believe that picture is John Roberts. Why someone would put that out? Maybe to see who bites for it and doesn't have discernment. Or maybe they put it out to subtly suggest a connection. I know there's been evidence on the internet that says the note said, I'm sorry, they know everything. So I don't know what was in the notes. Maybe we ought to ask the people that got it.
Here you go. That was Lin Wood being interviewed.
I'm curious to see that. I really am curious to see that. Well, y'all, I'm going to put the link up there one more time if y'all want to have a discussion about it, if anybody that's there. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think anyone's there. Nobody's chat, at least not on YouTube.
Right.
It says 5 people are watching, but that would include me. That would include me. So let me see what it says here. Let me refresh.
Anybody? Yeah, it's been fluctuating on my side too because we're.
So now it says, yeah, there's 3 watching, which includes me. So that means there's only 2 other people. Unless you're in there, then that brings it down to 1 other person.
No, I ain't in there yet. I ain't in there at all. Yeah,
Yep.
wait.
Now there's 4.
Oh yeah, being shadow banned because too much truth for ya. You know what I'm saying? Here, matter of fact, man, let me sit there and close this out. Another good video. You know what I'm saying? Want to hit time. The next time I'll do Bryson.
Bryson's great, man.
Right, but this one right here
I like Bryson.
and stuff like that.
Bryson Gray.
Bryson Gray. All right, I like this one. All right. And stuff like that. Anybody want to come out and say something? Tell me what you've learned, any questions or any news that y'all found. Play DJ. You know what I'm saying? Be DJ of the news. Anybody got any requests? Last call. Well, I guess not. Here we go. And we're going to get out of here. And I thought this was a good one, so check it out. Tom McDonald, people are so stupid. Let's get it, y'all. You hear it?
You got to share the audio. You got it muted. You got it muted. You got it muted.
All right. Hold on.
Hold on. You got to mute it there.
Hi.
Turn it all the way up.
World changes soon, can get a doobie on a plane, but there's Uzis in our schools. Every dude who touched a boob or a booty gave me too. What you expect from the kids who went to Hooters after school? We're all triggered and offensive, we're all racist and we're sexist. We all grew up watching South Park. How are we offended? Now being fat is beautiful. Name a thing that you can't do. Jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42. Man, it used to be cooler to flip a bird to the system, and now it's trendy to be triggered and pretend you're a victim. It's my race, it's my weight, it's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet and anyone who has an opinion. And everybody angry if you say white. Okay, fine. Pass me the brush and I'll paint my face the shades right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird. Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems. I swear to God that y'all want them. Y'all so dumb. People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, better issues, we're gonna run out of issues, it's so dumb. I'm a hater because I can't relate to gay pride. Call me homophobic because I don't want to date guys. K-tight. I, for one, I'm not surprised the world declined along the way. Give trophies to children for losing just because they decide to play. We exercise our right to vote and hate the politicians. Hey, this is a democracy. It's partly your decision. Hey, this is weird. Feels like this a different year. If I identify as a female, then when my balls and penis disappear. Children want to gender switch and hating men is feminist. Depression and anxiety are trendy. We're too sensitive. Invented 80 genders. Mad the world is not accepting it. Then gave them more attention than normal women and men can get. What a contradiction. Being human is so tragic. Focus on minorities, ignoring all the masses. Hallelujah, everyone. Activism saved the planet. No more plastic straws and paper, just paper straws wrapped in plastic. Congratulations.
Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid?
Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them. Y'all so dumb.
People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah.
Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues. It's so dumb. Look, I get it, it's like the world is going crazy. Seems like a school shooting happens almost daily. The racism, rape culture, hatred that we're facing is way too ingrained for our hashtags to change it. We've become so lazy and complacent, afraid of our generation. We think activism's Instagramming memes and complaining. It's a problem when there's actually actions you could be taking, but you're triggered, so you just cry like a baby.
Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid?
Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them. You're so dumb.
People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo. Wah, wah, wah.
Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues. It's so dumb.
Dope. This guy's an utter genius when it comes to music. You know.
Yeah. You ever check out Anomaly?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start playing a lot of these cats' videos just to get probably. Make sure you buy this cat's album, man. You know what I'm saying? Next time we'll hit a couple of videos of Bryson Gray. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll throw some Anomaly inside there. And if y'all know any Patriot MCs, you know what I'm saying, out there and stuff like that, I'm just gonna start promoting them, man, because this is real hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just really happy to share it because I mean, no matter what, even though we're on this politics and all this stuff like that, man, I still love hip hop. You know what I mean? Anything you got to say, bro, to close it out?
Yeah, I want you to show this one last thing. It's Anomaly.
No more videos. I said I'm only doing 2 videos. I did one already. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But,
close it out.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And also, man, this is not about being Democrat. This is not about being Republican. This is not being about being black, white, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that, man. This is all about being American, man. And we got to fight for what is right, not wrong on the 4-wheel. You know what I'm saying? This is no hate. This is all out of love. Even for these cats that's doing the fuckery, man, we got to love our enemies as well as ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have to love our enemies and call them out when they're wrong, because it's not our will, but it's God's will be done on this, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's very, very hard to do because of all this fuckery that's happening. So y'all be cool like that. Be blessed. And by the way, as I always say, fuck you, Zuckerberg. Fuck you, Bezos. Fuck all of y'all in mainstream media. With a smile, all with love. Just do right by your peers in the American way. Check y'all out. Peace. I'm out.
Free YT.